UFC star Anthony Lionheart Smith has fought the best fighters around the world, but his bout over the weekend was the most important of his life.
Ah! Get out! Get out now!
An intruder inside his West Omaha home at 4 in the morning.
It was just screaming at the top of his lungs over and over and over.
A neighbor's surveillance video shows the suspect running down the street. Smith accidentally left his garage door open. The suspect stops and runs right in.
I think he was trying to scare me, but he was still walking towards me. So I just engaged him as fast as I could. You know, I got 3 daughters, I got a wife, I got a mother-in-law that I'm responsible for.
Smith, who's in the middle of training camp, says the intruder was coming towards him in his house. He took him down, was striking him, and kept him there until sheriffs showed up.
So at nighttime, usually it's because people want to do something to you. They want to hurt you. They have something, whether it's a weapon, a gun, a knife, a bat. You know, so I'm expecting he has something, and I don't. So I just needed to get to him and honestly do as much damage as I could before I was going to succumb to whatever he had.
The Douglas County Sheriff's Office cites 21-year-old Luke Haberman with misdemeanor trespassing. He's since been released from the hospital. Sheriffs are also investigating his actions caught on surveillance, where he's apparently trying to break into cars. This Ring video shows the suspect's state of mind when he allegedly got into another neighbor's home before Smith's. Also, he's seen violently yelling throughout the neighborhood. Douglas County Sheriff's Office Captain Wayne Hudson says he was under the influence of some substance.
There is probably some evidence at the scene that we found. Some of his mannerisms, the way he was, tells that he's on something or was on something.
So he didn't feel like he was human. It was odd. He wasn't responding the way that typically people do, whether it's submissions or pain or strikes. So he didn't respond to anything.
Sheriffs say Smith's training kept Haberman from hurting anyone or committing any more crimes.
It's your own home. I mean, you can defend yourself in your own home. In this situation here, the individual is professionally trained to subdue individuals. So based on what he does for a sport.
Smith will continue to get ready for a big UFC fight on April 25th. He said the only good thing is the suspect chose his house where he knew how to take him down. But now his wife and kids are terrified.
You get your sense of security in your own home taken away when someone just comes in and violates that. I'm hoping that the UFC is gonna go ahead and let me bring my family with me, so I don't have to leave them here by themselves. And I would imagine that they'll do that. You know, the UFC's been really cool through this entire thing.
Lando Bernardo told a wild story. Do you know about anything about that, Anthony?
Yeah, he made it seem like on Twitter that it was a little bit sensationalized, but it sounds like someone broke in his house and he pulled a gun on him and they left. Kind of what it sounds like.
In your experience, what would you have done?
Shot him.
If
I could go back, I know, but if I could go back and change it, I would have shot him.
Would you really?
Yeah. Like if I could reverse everything, if I could rewind knowing everything I know now, I'd have splattered that dude all over the fucking.
Would you go for a knee shot, leg shot, just to put him down, or would you say, "Listen, bro, you came in the wrong house. Sorry, bang, good night."
Pumped his chest full.
Chest.
I hate that guy.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what?
I just terrorized my kids. Like it still bothers my kids. You know.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but like,
no, that's not crazy. Sorry, all jokes aside.
It would I mean, and I fucking joke about it too, but
yeah.
All bullshit aside, like it would have been a whole lot easier to explain to them that the bad guy's dead and daddy took care of it, instead of he's out there wandering around and them, because they're kids, they don't understand that. Like I know he's not coming back, but they're kids.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I just lost one of my lights. The battery just went out. Don't be alarmed, everybody. On a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how much you beat him up, 10 being like, on life support.
At 11.
I don't even need to finish. A 1 being what Harrington could do to someone.
Yeah.
A 10 being, you really went to town. You went 11.
Yeah, they were like monitoring his brain for swelling and stuff at the hospital. It's so funny. People just crack jokes like, "Oh, intruder broke into Anthony Smith's house and he couldn't take care of it." Like, I beat that dude pillar to post. Like I beat the earrings right out of his head. I mean, I had a broken hand afterwards. I couldn't even walk because I had kneed his head so many times with both legs that my legs and my arms wouldn't go straight because my elbows were so swollen and my knees were so swollen. I had a hard time walking for like a week.
And what happened with that guy afterwards in terms of the police and charges and things? Do you know?
Mental health probation.
Get out of town.
Yeah, that's it.